What is up, Guardians? Welcome to Schwille Gaming, where you can stay up to date with Destiny content. I know it's Saturday, so I'm a day late on this, but we're going to check out what Xur has for us this weekend. So for your weekly exotics and legendary gear, stay tuned. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so first things first, we're going to find Xur in the EDZ in the Winding Cove right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at what he's got for us. So for our exotic weapon, we have the Vigilance Wing Pulse Rifle. This is a 5-round burst, which is actually pretty cool, and when a nearby ally is killed, you gain health regeneration and increased movement speed. So it's actually pretty good for PvP. If you guys don't have this already, you should definitely pick it up. Moving on, we've got the Frosties for the Hunters. This is for sprinting. This is another good PvP piece. You get increased grenade, melee, and dodge regeneration while sprinting, and your dodging increases your sprint speed. Pretty okay roll on that. You probably want more mobility and strength as a hunter, so this one's got a pretty big recovery spike, but if your stats are kind of spec'd out differently, you could make this work for your build. Moving on, we've got the Insurmountable Skull Fort for the Titans. It's got a 62 roll, not the greatest roll, but if you don't have it, probably worth a pickup. This is for your arc builds as Titans. Kills with arc melee abilities trigger health regeneration and restore melee energy. So it's a pretty useful arc Titan piece. And for the Warlocks, again, we got another arc piece here. Not the greatest roll, mobility is kind of high, intellect and strength are kind of meh for Warlocks, but again, if you don't have this, it's definitely worth it. This is going to recharge all your arc abilities. So arc ability or Jolt Final Blows increase the recharge rate of your arc abilities and extend the duration of Storm Trance. That's your Wandering Arc super for Warlocks. So again, not the greatest roll on this, but if you don't have it, it's probably worth a pickup. Moving on to our legendary weapons. We've got the Whispering Slab Bow from Season of Arrivals with Quick Draw and Unrelenting. We've got the Royal Chase Scout Rifle. This is a Void Scout Rifle with Grave Robber and Multi-Kill Clip. It's not a bad roll, but nothing too crazy here. No Reprieve Shotgun. This is a Stasis Shotgun with Triple Tap and Snapshot Sights. Again, pretty mid-roll on this, but it's a nice shotgun from Season of Plunder. If you guys don't have that, I'd probably add that to your collection, and it is craftable, so it could be a good weapon to collect, your 5 copies of and spend your Deep Sight Harmonizers on it. Moving on, we've got the Deafening Whisper Grenade Launcher. This is a Void Grenade Launcher, so it works well for your Void builds. It's got Killing Wind and Wellspring on it. Not a bad roll there, but again, nothing crazy. Then we have the Far Future Sniper Rifle. This is a solar sniper with auto-loading holster and demolitionist. Actually, that's not a bad roll at all. Could be pretty useful for you. Maybe worth a pickup on that one. And then we've got the Recurrent Impact. This is a Stasis Machine Gun from Season of the Risen with Headstone and Firmly Planted. There's actually a really good roll on that. Headstone's great because that creates stasis crystals on precision kills, so pairs really nicely with your stasis builds. And then the last legendary weapon we have is the Lonesome Sidearm with Rapid Hit and Slide Shot. Not a bad roll there. So overall, nothing too crazy on our legendary weapons this week, but a couple could probably make some use of. Moving on to the armor for Warlocks, we've got the Gensen Knight set, and this is from Season of the Lost. And on the gauntlets, we have a 64 roll. It's a nice stat roll overall, but the stats are kind of mid at best. I mean, we got a little recovery and discipline spike, but that mobility is too high, so I really couldn't justify having this for my Warlock, but if you don't have a better pair of gloves, then you could probably pick that one up. For the chest piece, we have a 63, another mid-roll, but we have recovery and discipline spikes there, so it could be useful, and a little bit of strength, so if you don't have a better chest piece, that's not a bad one to go with. For the helmet, we've got a 66 roll. That's pretty high, but strength is way too much, unless you're looking for something for like a Sunbracers build where you need a lot of strength. This could actually work pretty well for you. And then for the legs, we got a 64 roll. Again, really high strength stat and mobility, so it could work for, like any of your melee builds. Like I said, Sunbracers, this could work pretty well for, but that mobility is still a little high. But again, if you don't have a better pair of boots, this is not a bad place to start. And then for exotic weapons on the Hawkmoon, we have Smooth Grip and Surplus. And then for the Dead Man's Tale, we're looking at composite stock and 4th times the charm. And that comes with a flared magwell and arrowhead break. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at the hunters. Alright guys, for the hunters, we're looking at on the gauntlets is a 62 roll with 20 recovery, 14 discipline. Not bad spikes there, but again, you're probably going to want something more like mobility for a hunter. You got a good strength spike there, but again, overall it's not the greatest piece. But you know, it could make some use if you don't have a better piece already. So we're going to move on to the chest piece. This is a 63 roll. Still kind of high, but we've got resilience and intellect. So I'm not sure why Bungie's kind of skimping the hunters on mobility, and they're always giving mobility to the warlocks, because mobility isn't, you know, the best stat for warlocks. But here we got a low mobility, high resilience, high intellect. So maybe, I don't know, Bungie's hinting for hunter builds, you know, get that resilience up and get your super back quick. So I don't know, we'll have to see. Moving on to helmet, we got another 63 roll, but it's very evenly rolled with an intellect spike. So I probably wouldn't use this myself, but if you're going for a lot of intellect, this is going to be a great piece for you. And then for your legs, we have a 63 discipline, resilience, and mobility. Not bad spikes there. Resilience is good. You're going to want to stay alive, so that could work well for you. And we got a little bit of mobility, so yep, that could be a nice piece for you as well. Let's move on to the Titan now. Alright guys, and for the Titan, on the gauntlets, we're looking at a 64 roll, pretty good, with intellect, strength, and recovery spike. Not a bad piece there, maybe worth a pickup for you if you don't have a better piece already. For the chest, whoa, we've got a great piece here, recovery and discipline, 25 and 21. It's a great chest piece for your Titan. If you guys don't have something better, absolutely get this. Even if you do maybe have better pieces, I would definitely pick that up. That's a steal for Titans. Alright, moving on, we've got on the helmet another 66 roll with a ton of resilience and intellect. Man, the Titans are getting great pieces this week, so if you guys are Titans, definitely stop and see Xur. He's got great pieces for your builds, and these are really going to help your stat builds out. And then lastly on the Titan, for the legs, we have another 63 with resilience, recovery, and discipline. Great Titan pieces overall. So if I were new players or even returning players, I would definitely, as Titans, come grab these legs. Definitely that helmet, as well as the chest. Those are all great pieces, and will definitely put you in the right direction for some good builds. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys found this video useful or enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.